You are Locked On Red Sox POSTCAST, part of Locked On Sports Boston. On the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Friday night in the Bronx, it was Masa and Rafaela. Masa Yoshida and Ceddanne Rafael going deep late against the Yankees. Sox called a comeback, and they win in extras again. We welcome you into our latest edition of the Locked On Red Sox POSTCAST. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer, MLB on ESPN Radio, college baseball on the ESPN networks, Longhorn Network, ACC Network, SEC Network, 10 years in the minors, national show host on ESPN Radio and satellite radio, and a guy with a dangerous amount of useless baseball information. We are providing reaction to the Red Sox comeback victory against the Yankees in the Bronx right here on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, as well as the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which is free and available wherever you get your podcasts. And where Gabby Hurlbut right now might be jumping up and down celebrating a Sox win, Gabby produces in-depth Red Sox content Monday through Friday on Locked On Red Sox. Not only are we providing reaction, we want your reaction as well. We continue to grow the audience. Join the conversation. Share your thoughts if you're with us live on the YouTube channel. Comment section right there on the YouTube channel, and jump right in. Our latest episode, we are discussing the comeback Sox. You got to love the moment, and you got to love what Masa Yoshida is feeling right now. The same for Ceddanne Rafael. It was a matter of what might have been, and a darn rain delay for Tanner Houck. We have no idea how he would have gone if he had taken the mound clean in the bottom of the fourth inning without a rain delay. That didn't happen. We'll explain that. And right now, the Yankees are playing like a second-tier team. They only have themselves to blame. Our latest episode of the Locked On Red Sox POSTCAST brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. The right stay can make you a fan of any city, even your rivals. Check out Booking.com for your stay today. Can you tell I'm a little bit giddy right now? Come on with this victory. Down to your final strike. Ninth inning, 3-1 ball game. You blew a golden opportunity in the eighth inning. Alex Cora goes to the bench. Dominic Smith comes up. 2-out pinch hit single against Clay Holmes. Masa Yoshida, a long at bat against Holmes. We know most of the time that is going to benefit the hitter. Yoshida standing in there, had not homered since April 20th at Pittsburgh. Delivered his third home run of the season, 2-out, 2-run shot. Boom, one swing of the bat, game tied 3-3. Justin Slaten. I don't know if we're going to make this nightly or daily, but we got tip of the caps coming. We do, and Slaten's part of that. But 10th inning, you've got David Hamilton, the ghost runner, the extra inning runner, whatever you want to call it, at second base. Great speed to open up, right, for the Red Sox. Hamilton jogged home, celebrated a 2-run home run off the bat of Ceddanne Rafael. I'm really curious to see what this does for those two hitters and their confidence going forward. Can they keep this going over the next week plus into the All-Star break? Talk about a shot in the arm. Talk about kicking a team when they are down. The Red Sox did that in the victory, the comeback win against the Yankees Friday night in the series opener in the Bronx. An odd game, 38-minute rain delay. Who has a 38-minute rain delay? Enough to sort of tinker whatever it was with Tanner Houck, but Yoshida, the home run to tie in the ninth inning. Ceddanne Rafael, the home run in the 10th. Duran made it to third. They could not get him in, but Kenley Jansen gets the job done in the bottom of the 10th inning. Red Sox pick up the win. So the Red Sox, it's just one of those games. Eighth inning, you thought, hey, here it is. The Yankees have had their chances. And the Yankees right now, think about the last couple of weeks. Red Sox play in Cincinnati. You see a Reds team that just, they beat themselves. They ran into outs, all sorts of things. And just before this series, July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Independence Day, the Reds left the Bronx. They left New York with a series sweep against the Yankees. The Yankees are playing like a couple of teams that the Red Sox have played recently. Mention the Reds, below 500 team. Mention the series against the Marlins. They had their opportunities. Red Sox took advantage of a bad team. You're taking advantage of a team right now in the Yankees who can't get out of their own way. I mean, there was a shot of Aaron Boone in the game. Houck was on the mound. Was it the third inning? They had him on the ropes in the third. Came back out after the delay, and they had him on the ropes. LeMahieu is the runner at first. Volpe's the runner at third. And a ground ball to first. They get the out. Romy Gonzalez playing first base. Romy Gonzalez was the story. He was the positive for the Red Sox until it was Masa and Ceddanne Rafael late. But Romy started the double play. Romy Gonzalez playing first base, stepped on the bag at first, threw it to second. LeMahieu, runner at third, stay in the rundown. They've got to make a tag play. He doesn't stay in the rundown long enough. First Nesson reference. Dave O'Brien and Will Middlebrooks caught it immediately. And then they came back from break with it as well. But there was also video. I don't know if the Nesson broadcast showed it again, but there was video on social media of Volpe kind of jogging in from third base. Kind of like, hey, he wasn't running hard. Talked about that yesterday. The Red Sox run hard out of the box. The Red Sox go hard on the bases. They've got speed. The guys they have who know they have speed, they're not lollygagging. They're not pimping it. They're going out there and they're running hard. And that play was like, okay, you could have added a run right there. Even LeMahieu, all he had to do was stay in a rundown for another 4 or 5 seconds. Volpe should have been able to score that run. Didn't do it. And Volpe had a look on his face like, what happened there? Why didn't he do his job? Well, you may have been able to score. You weren't hustling down the line by any stretch. And Aaron Boone is in the dugout like, what are we doing? Aaron Judge recently, it was to Marcus Stroman in the dugout. I think it was during the Toronto series. And I'm spending way too much time on the Yankees here. But again, this is a team that's playing like the Reds or the Marlins and a team that's 5 games under 500. But they're scuffling. They've lost 9 of 11. You win game 1, you got a chance for a sweep. You win game 2, you certainly have a chance for a sweep on Sunday with Sunday Night Baseball. But I mentioned already Will Middlebrooks and Dave O'Brien, so I'll get this. As soon as Yoshida hit the home run, Will Middlebrooks wrote it down on my card. You know I use cue cards here. This is the 2024 Red Sox right here. Can't count them out. And if you're not on board right now, I'll make a pact with everyone that is. We may not let you on board. It's after July 4th. The Celtics won an NBA title. They wrapped that up. That's now in the rear view. They're looking at next year. Present, look at this Red Sox team. Now a season high, 9 games over 500. That 8th inning, it was like, all right, it's not the 9th. But in the 9th inning, Dom Smith, 2-out base hit. Tip of the cap to Dom Smith. And this wasn't a comeback where they were down 7-8 runs. They were within striking distance. Yoshida proved that with a 2-out home run in the 9th inning to tie it up. Yankees didn't add on. And why didn't they add on? Well, we tip our cap to the Sox bullpen. Remember, 12 innings on Independence Day in Miami. Pulled out the extra inning victory to complete the series sweep against the Marlins. So Tanner Houck, we'll touch on him in the second segment. And, darn rain delay. What might have been for Tanner Houck? I think you just say, you know what? Take that one and also push it to the side. But again, you take your starting pitcher off the hook. That has been a trend for the Red Sox and their offense since really we got underway. That homestand that opened it up. That's when we started our Locked On Red Sox postcast, the series against the Phillies and the homestand against the Phillies and the Yankees. A couple times there, they came from behind. Took the starter off the hook. But a tip of the cap to Dom Smith for keeping that top of the 9th inning going with that pinch hit 2-out single. Didn't roll over, stayed in the at-bat. Holmes gave up the hit. Tying run came to the plate. Yoshida ties it up. Rafaela, hey, we want to score more than 1 run in the top of the inning and extra innings is the visiting team. Well, one swing of the bat, he did that, 5-3. And that turned out to be the final. So you can't have a comeback in most instances without strong relief. Houck, 3 1/3. Bailey Horn, 2 2/3. I'm giving the lines of the relievers here. 2 2/3 scoreless, 3 strikeouts. Cam Boozer, 2 innings, a strikeout. Justin Slaten, after the Red Sox tied it up in the top of the 9th inning, Slaten shut down bottom of the 9th inning. Scoreless frame, a strikeout. Then Kenley Jansen, bottom of the 10th inning. Jansen does it again. Picks up the save, 17th on the year, now tied with Francisco Rodriguez for 5th on the all-time saves list in Major League Baseball. Gave up a hit to Soto, 1st and 3rd. That was it. Jansen said, no, I'm going to close the door here. This one's over. Our offense did it late. I'm going to take care of business. We're going to go to the hotel tonight in New York and celebrate with a victory. So the Red Sox have won 5 straight overall, 6 in a row on the road, 9 games over 500 for the first time this season. The Yankees in the Red Series, where they were swept by Cincinnati, gave up 7 home runs, 3 home runs for the Red Sox tonight in the comeback victory. And throw this in there. The Red Sox, remember, took 2 of 3 at Fenway from the Yankees in June. Didn't hit a home run in that series, but 3 tonight. Romy Gonzalez, solo home run against Nestor Cortez, his first of the season, first with the Red Sox. And he was I scrambled to put everything together. Game story was written. Hopefully it's written the right way with our recap. But the Red Sox pick up the victory, 5-3. And again, tip of the cap to Dom Smith. Boom. Tip of the cap to the bullpen as well. On fumes, perhaps. But, Bailey Horns in the big leagues. Third appearance and really in the fire for the first time. Red Sox, Yankees. And, he's part of the story. Part of that story for the bullpen. 2 2/3 from Horn. 2 innings scoreless from Boozer. Just up from AAA. Slaten an inning. Kenley Jansen closes it out. And Jansen has not had that hiccup. It'll come. I'm not predicting when it's going to come. I don't want it to come. It'll come. There'll be a bump in the road. Closers go in funks just like hitters do. Right? But boy, did the bullpen give them an opportunity. And Yoshida and Ceddanne Rafael home runs in the 9th and 10th innings, and the Red Sox pick up the win. Again, 9 games over 500 for the first time this season. You got to feel great about this club right now. There's, I don't know what you can say in terms of the negatives. You've got to be positive with this club because they are getting it done right now in this stretch of games, and they're closer to the Yankees now in the loss column, and you go from there. So Sox pick up the victory. Again, they've won 5 in a row overall. And 6 straight away from home. Darn rain delay. What could have been for Tanner Houck? We'll explain that next. So our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. With summer travel heating up, especially travel for baseball games, it's time to explore those U.S. cities you've always secretly wanted to learn more about. Yes, and we are talking about your rival cities with hotels, bed and breakfast, vacation rentals, resorts, and so much more. On Booking.com, you might just find your perfect stay, even if your baseball rival's city. A New York fan heading to Boston to catch a game and the Yanks and Sox at Fenway on the Red Sox home turf. They want the Yankees to win. They're excited. They're going to have a lobster roll. They're going to fall in love with their waterfront hotel. Well, from hotels that look over stadiums to family-friendly resorts, Booking.com has so many choices across the U.S. for your summer travel this MLB season. The right stay can make you a fan of any U.S. city, even your rivals. Book today at Booking.com on the site or in the Booking.com app. Locked On Red Sox postcast also brought to you by eBay Motors. Passion, drive, patience. The formula for winning championships is also what keeps your ride or die alive. eBay Motors has everything you need to maintain your vehicle and level it up to peak performance. Superchargers, roof racks, exhaust kits, LED headlights, and more. Whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors has you covered. With over 122 million parts for your number one ride or die, you'll always find exactly what you're looking for. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit for your ride every time or your money back. Because with eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash. With all the parts you need at the prices you want, it's easy to make your car the MVP and bring home huge savings. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions do apply. eBay Guaranteed Fit, only available to U.S. customers. Well, what a victory for the Sox. If you're with us on our Locked On Red Sox postcast on the YouTube channel, again, we're also available wherever you get your podcasts as well. But if you're on board, you want to throw a comment up there, introduce yourself, have at it, join in on the conversation as the Red Sox call to come back against the Yankees. And they're now a season high 9 games over 500. So Tanner Houck, 3 1/3 innings, 3 runs, 1 earned. And that was the storyline for this game. That and Romy Gonzalez with a double in his first home run with the Red Sox. That threw 8.5 innings, or really 8 innings. Houck and Nestor Cortez. Cortez went 6, struck out 8, gave up the home run to Gonzalez in the middle innings, and left with a 3-1 lead, took a no decision. But that darn rain delay in the 4th inning. Now, Houck came out in the 3rd, and I've got my Tanner Houck card here somewhere. I don't even know if we're really going to go to it. But in that 3rd inning, I guess the rain delay was in the third inning, or is the fourth inning? Forget it. We're moving on. Houck, 1-2-3 first, 1-2-3 second, was moving right along. In that third inning, Volpe a single, then a walk, a fielder's choice first and third. LeMahieu out at second on the back end of the double play, and the runner doesn't score. Fourth inning, a walk to Soto, Judge a walk, Verdugo on a 2-0 pitch, flied out to left for the first out. Gleyber Torres, 9-pitch at bat against Houck in that fourth inning. And with that, an infield base hit, bases loaded. Now, Alex Cora, I just want to see David Hamilton in there every single day. Not second guessing here, but went with Romy Gonzalez at first and Valdez at second. Hamilton came into the game as a pinch runner late, came into the eighth inning, and was left stranded when they had that golden opportunity. He did not score. But in that fourth inning, Valdez had an error at second base, and in that situation, get one. Could have been a double play. Later in the inning, opportunity to turn a double play, they did not. Houck walks Volpe with the bases loaded. That's it for him. Bailey Horn came out of the bullpen, inherited a mess. Runner scored from third on a ground out, and then Horn got the job done. But it's that rain delay that sort of, Houck was sharp early. All of a sudden, that slider, he was missing bad. And you could tell in that first at bat that he had in the fourth inning against Juan Soto, where Soto, he's a dangerous guy. He's going to work at bats. And Houck threw a pitch that was 5 feet away from the catcher behind the plate. And you just knew he did not have that feel. And, Houck, splitter, slider, sinker, splitter, slider, sinker. I don't know. The four-seam fastball, we know, we've heard the stories, we've read the stories, we've talked about it in terms of that four-seam fastball going away from it. Felt like he needed that somewhere in that fourth inning. Not going to throw it. Not going to throw it that often. The sinker was there. He threw some splits. Early on, it was effective. He was down in the zone. But in the third inning, you could tell it was a little shaky. In the fourth inning, okay, here we go. And that's what happened. But that darn rain delay, it's part of it. And, the Sox have been better defensively lately. Rafael Devers went on the tarp early on down the third base side and made a play on a pop-up. Judge, I think it was in that 10th inning. Will Middlebrooks may have mentioned it. That might have been the highest pop-up I've ever seen. They made the catch. But there's also, there's the range, there's making those plays, there's knocking the balls down, certain things like that. In that fourth inning, when they had the opportunity to turn a double play, they weren't able to do it. And the inning continued. And it's little things like that that sort of add up. It doesn't just happen in one game. You don't turn a double play here and there. It's one of those things. But Houck was off to a great start. Again, retired the first 6 over the first 2 innings and did it 7 pitches. That's all it took in the second inning against the Yankees. And the Yankees aren't the Marlins. They're going to work at bats. But he worked a 1-2-3 second, then the rain delay, 38 minutes, got out of the third, but, gave up the 3 runs, just 1 earned in that fourth inning. It was a 3-1 ball game after Romy Gonzalez hit the home run. And, you're thinking it can come. You're thinking in the 8th inning, golden opportunity right here. The Yankees, they become a team where they're going to figure out a way to lose a game. Go back to Thursday in the finale against the Reds. Still trying to figure out Trent Grisham and even Aaron Boone's comments afterwards. And he had to answer questions again before the series opener against the Red Sox on Friday. And I said it either on our Locked On Red Sox postcast on Thursday or on my normal Lennox on Baseball recap in the podcast world, in the Twitter world, in the X world. If George Steinbrenner were alive, and again, I'm spending a lot of time on the Yankees, I know, but we're seeing the Yankees right now. They're not like the normal Yankees. That's fine. You can't change the schedule. Well, we can only play the Yankees when they're, at the top of their game, when they're getting great pitching and all the home runs. No, but the way things unfolded in that Red series, as a Red Sox fan, you can appreciate. If George Steinbrenner were alive, the way that things unfolded, you got swept at home July 4, and Grisham makes that play in center field and just nonchalants it for some reason. George Steinbrenner absolutely makes a move today before the Red Sox series gets underway. All right, no problem. Move on, right? We've got a couple of numbers in the night. We're going to look ahead. Garrett Cole does get the start. And I was thinking late in the game, Red Sox are going to drop the opener, and Garrett Cole going to make his 4 starts, second at home, and sort of got on track in his last outing. And, they're going to face an angry Garrett Cole tomorrow. He's going to try to certainly go after the Red Sox hitters with a quick turnaround. So we'll touch on the numbers of the night, the Red Sox comeback win, and continue talking about the Red Sox terrific victory against the Yankees. Comeback win for the Sox. Here in number of the night coming your way. So the Sox pick up the victory. Yes, indeed. And our Locked On Red Sox postcast brought to you by Tax Network USA. Here on the Locked On Red Sox postcast, we do pride ourselves on getting you the latest news for your team, whether it's the offseason, after the July 4th holiday, I threw that one in there, the draft, spring training, or the playoffs. It's year-round. You know what else is year-round? Collection season. Just because tax season is over does not mean the IRS is going to stop coming after you for unfiled taxes. The IRS can garnish your wages. The IRS can levy your bank accounts and even seize your property. Don't let the IRS target you. Let the licensed professionals and tax experts at Tax Network USA go to bat for you. With over 14 years of experience and an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau, Tax Network USA has saved their clients over $1 billion in tax debt. Whether you owe taxes, have complicated matters that require tax planning, or if you finally hit that parlay this season and you need help correctly filing, call 1-800-549-1000 or visit the website tnusa.com/lockedon. Again, 1-800-549-1000 or visit tnusa.com/lockedon. Be sure to mention the Locked On Red Sox postcast at checkout. You are going to receive a $250 discount off of their services. tnusa.com/lockedon. Again, be sure to mention a Locked On Red Sox postcast at checkout. You'll receive a $250 discount for your services. Locked On Red Sox postcast also brought to you by Ibotta. Summertime is here. It's summertime, and that means it's barbecue season. Stock up on all of your grilling favorites and earn cash back on every purchase when you use Ibotta. So you don't have to choose between burgers or hot dogs. You can go with both. Guess what I did Friday night? Burger and a dog. Didn't grill out. Feel shamed. Yes, I do. But the Red Sox win. Might have to go with that menu again before the 105 first pitch Saturday against the Yankees. So using Ibotta, you don't have to choose between burgers and hot dogs. You can get both just like me. Ibotta is a free app that lets you earn cash back every time you shop. Earn on hundreds of items from groceries to beauty supplies, even toys, so you can make sure you are beating inflation no matter what you are purchasing. The average Ibotta user earns $256 per year. That could cover the cost of an entire shopping trip, that flight you've been eyeing, or the fancy dinner you've been craving. Other apps give you points that really don't amount to much. With Ibotta, you earn cash back that you can withdraw to your bank account, PayPal, or gift card. Simply add offers in the app, upload your receipt, and Viola, the money is yours. You can save on over 2,400 brands and shop over 1,000 retailers, including your favorite grocery stores, Lowe's, Macy's, Sephora, Best Buy, and plenty more. It's time you join the over 50 million users who use Ibotta to earn cash back every time they shop. Right now, Ibotta is offering our listeners $5 off just for trying Ibotta and using the code LOCKEDONMLB when you register for the first time. Just go to the App Store or Google Play, download the free app, download that free Ibotta app to start earning cash back. Use the code LOCKEDONMLB. That's Ibotta in the Google Play or App Store. Use the code LOCKEDONMLB. So the Sox pick up the victory. A terrific win in the Bronx over the Yankees. Sox have won 6 in a row on the road. Sox have also won 5 straight overall, now 9 games over for the first time this season. There was a move before the game on Friday. Chris Martin, 15-day injured list, right elbow inflammation for Martin. Cam Boozer did pitch, just back up from AAA, was part of that terrific bullpen that helped lead to the comeback win against the Yankees Friday night at the big ballpark in the Bronx. Alex Cora in the pregame Friday afternoon said, "We do feel like it's something minor, so we'll see what happens with Chris Martin over the next couple of weeks." But injured list, you see how he feels You've got now 8 games left before the All-Star break, 2 more in the series against the Yankees, and then you close out with 6 at home against the Oakland A's and against the Kansas City Royals as well. Numbers of the night. How about 19? 19 comeback wins for the Red Sox on the season. How about 9 over 500 for the first time this season as well? How about the Yankees now 5-15 in their last 20 games? Did not see what the Orioles did on Friday night. Doesn't matter right now. Does not matter if you're a Red Sox fan. So the Red Sox pick up the win. They're now 3 behind the Yankees in the loss column. Red Sox are 48-39. The Yankees are now 54-36. And again, the Red Sox have won 6 in a row on the road. 12 games over 500. They are one of the best teams in Major League Baseball on the road this season. Get to 500 at home, then play better than 500 baseball at Fenway. And I said it after the victory against the Marlins on Independence Day. This is a team. Figure it out. I'm going to look at the schedule after the All-Star break. This is a team. Right now, 9 over 500. This is a team that very easily could be 10 to 15 games over 500 on August 1st. I don't think, the All-Star break's going to break that momentum. No, I don't think it is. I don't really think it is. As Will Middlebrook said, when Masa Yoshida hit that home run in the 9th inning to tie it up at 3-3, Will Middlebrooks on Nesson with Dave O'Brien said, this is the 2024 Red Sox right here. Can't count them out. You go from there. You do face a tough pitcher. Josh Winkowski, we know what he's done over his last couple of outings. He got this going. You really can say that. He got it going last Sunday. Winkowski, last Sunday, at home, Red Sox were looking at being swept by the Padres. Winkowski went 5 scoreless. Threw 58 pitches. Remember, time before that, went 6 out of the bullpen. Saved the bullpen. His previous outing. That was against the Blue Jays in what was a 9-4 loss back on June 25th. So, got the start. His team spoke glowingly of him after the victory against the Padres last week. I think it was Rafi Devers who said, I don't know why this guy's been down. I don't know why he's not been in the rotation. I think it was Rafi Devers. I kind of chuckled there, but I'm pretty sure it was Rafi Devers. But you've got Garrett Cole. And I was thinking, 6th inning on, 3-1 ball game. You got Cole going. I wasn't feeling good, right? Cole's going to make his 4th start. Last Sunday, Toronto picked up his first win in his first 3 outings. Went 5, gave up 3 hits and earned 1, walked 1, struck out 6. Start before that, June 25th against the Mets on the road at Citi Field, gave up 4 home runs. His debut was against the Orioles back on June 19th. That was at home. And I believe in that outing, he took a no decision. So Cole gets a start against Winkowski. 105 first pitch. It's going to be a quick turnaround. And if you're a team that's going well, sometimes they'll say, well, you lost a heartbreaker. You lost a tough one on a Friday night. Get right back out there on Saturday. I think the Yankees would love to push it to 7:05 on Saturday. That's not going to happen. If you're the Red Sox right now, you're on the bus ready to go first thing in the morning. Get some eggs at the hotel, whatever you want. Cup of orange juice, coffee, leaded. Go from there. You want to be right back at the ballpark as soon as possible. I think the Yankees will be like, you know what? We could use a rain delay. We could use a rain out. I don't think it's coming on Saturday. Winkowski and Cole, the pitching matchup. First pitch, 105. As always, our Locked On Red Sox postcast does follow each and every game all season long. We are on within minutes of the last out. We do thank you for making Locked On Red Sox your first listen every day. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts, also available on the YouTube channel. For those with us on the podcast, join us live. We're looking for those comments. We're looking to make this a back and forth conversation. This would have been a great night to do it. Hey, we'll get there. We'll get there. I have no doubt about that. But if you're with us on the podcast, we do appreciate that. We continue to grow the audience there, and we want to grow the audience as well on the YouTube channel when we go live after each and every Red Sox game all season long. Locked On Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Red Sox and Yankees do continue their series Saturday afternoon. First pitch from Yankee Stadium, 1:05. Josh Winkowski, Garrett Cole, the pitching matchup. And one more time, we'll remind you that we go live within minutes of the last out with our latest edition of the Locked On Red Sox postcast. Locked On Sports Boston, your number one place to hang out immediately after every game. Locked On Sports, your team every day.